Greetings and welcome. It's been a while since I've shared any recent pickups, and although I've been saving a lot this year, I did have a pretty active November, at least active for me since I'm not buying much. And the first card I'll share is a card that I already have raw, but it belongs in my 1971 Topps set. So I bought this one graded, and it's the Ted Simmons rookie card. Now, if you follow my channel, you may wonder why I added this card because it doesn't belong on my 100 baseball cards that I need to finish my baseball collection list. That list is still very much my guide and the reason I'm not buying much. But I'm also always tinkering with thoughts on how I want my collection to look. And there's a thought I've been having of wanting my Cardinals, Colts, and Pacers cards from 1975 and before to be graded. Mostly for display purposes, but also with the idea if something ever happened to me, they would be easier for my wife or my kids to unload. And that thought's been creeping into my mind a lot lately. But the problem is, I don't want to split up my vintage sets that are raw, and I don't want to pay for cards to be graded. So I don't know how much I'll pursue it, but thought this would be a great card because I love the Cardinals. It's a Hall of Fame rookie card, and I should be able to get rid of it easy if I really need to or want to. The second card is the 1969 Topps football of Gale Sayers. Now, my LCS closed in June, but the owner decided to reopen in a new location in November, and in a location that's even closer for me, like under 5 minutes from my house, which won't be good for my wallet. But I went to take a look at the new shop, and this card caught my eye. And I thought it was pretty reasonable, so I asked him about it. And he told me that when PSA slabbed it, they put it in a 1956 holder, so the holder is bigger than it should be for the card. I told him that doesn't bother me one bit, especially if I can get the card cheaper than it should. But the 1969 Topps football is not my favorite set, but one of my favorite sets for football. And I'm a huge sucker for bright, bold, colorful backdrops. And I've been looking for Gale Sayers for my collection, so this one was just perfect. Third is the 1979 Topps Bill Walton. You all know how much of a fan I am of Bill Walton, but as I mentioned, I'm always tinkering with how I want my collection to look, and this was a purchase to help regain some focus. Kind of what I was talking about with the Ted Simmons and just thinking of other projects. I kind of had to stop and think, I need to actually finish something before I restart something. So I am doing a PSA run of Bill Walton, so this purchase actually helped me towards completing something, which is kind of unusual for me lately. And the last card, and yes, I am showing hockey. I kind of bought this on accident. Let me see if I can get that glare. It's the Dad's Cookies of Jacques Plante. I don't dabble too much in vintage hockey. I do like it, but usually there's so much other stuff I want before I go down that rabbit hole. And I have a little, but not a lot, vintage hockey. But I saw this ending in an auction, and I thought it was just so cheap, so I upped the bid just a little bit, and I forgot about it. And sure enough, like 9 hours later, I got a notification that I had won it. And I was shocked and pretty excited because I didn't think there was a chance that I'd even come close to winning. And I've wanted a Plante card for a while, and I always thought it would be like a 68 or 69 O-Pee-Chee where he's wearing a Blues uniform. And I'd still like to add those at some point. But to add one of the greatest goaltenders to ever play for under $20, I'm not complaining. But that's it. Little baseball, little football, little basketball, and even some hockey. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.